I am Dr. Ann McKee, Distinguished Professor of Neurology and Pathology at Boston University School of Medicine, Director of Neuropathology at VA Boston Healthcare System, and Director of the Boston University CTE Center. I speak for my entire team of investigators at VA Boston and Boston University in saying we are deeply saddened by the events that occurred last April, and we continue to pray for the families of the victims. I conducted the neuropathologic examination on Mr. Phillip Adams. Phillip Adams had frontal lobe atrophy as evidenced by enlarged frontal horns of the lateral ventricles. He also had a large cavum septum pellucidum with atrophy of the fornices. And microscopically, he had very dense and extensive tau pathology in a pattern and distribution diagnostic of stage 2 CTE. CTE is a progressive degenerative disease caused by repetitive head impacts. And although that can include concussions, much more importantly, it includes subconcussive hits, the smaller hits that often do not cause immediate symptoms. We have diagnosed CTE in 700 individuals, including over 315 former NFL players. Adams' 20-year career in football put him at high risk for the development of CTE. CTE is a progressive disease that worsens with age, although in many instances, as this one, it is a disease of the young. We have diagnosed CTE in 24 NFL players who died in their 20s and 30s, and most of those football players had stage 2 CTE. Stage 2 CTE is associated with progressive cognitive and behavioral abnormalities, such as aggression, impulsivity, explosivity, depression, paranoia, anxiety, poor executive function, and memory loss. Mr. Adams' CTE pathology was different, however, from the other young NFL players with CTE. It was different in that it was unusually severe in both frontal lobes. In its frontal lobe predominance, Adams' CTE pathology was similar to that of another young NFL player, namely Aaron Hernandez. Severe frontal lobe pathology might have contributed to Adams' behavioral abnormalities in addition to physical, psychiatric, and psychosocial factors. Theoretically, the combination of poor impulse control, paranoia, poor decision-making, emotional volatility, rage, and violent tendencies caused by frontal lobe damage could converge to lower an individual's threshold for homicidal acts. Yet such behaviors are usually multifactorial.